are we doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I feel like I forgot something. Oh, it's been that day. Oh, the music. That's what I forgot. There we go. We have a little bit of music as we talk. How is everybody doing? Hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. Hi, Scoot. I'm confused. Does something say Thursday? I don't know. I have no idea what you're saying. I'm confused. Anyway, I hope everybody had a fantastic weekend. We're just kind of gonna chill out with some Final Fantasy XIV again. I know last week I really wasn't able to do Final Fantasy XIV because last Monday I ended up not doing the stream because I wasn't feeling well. And then Wednesday, which was our second Final Fantasy XIV day, ended up having an internet outage. So we're back into it today. Just a couple things. I'm now what you would consider lurker friendly, which means if you follow my channel, there's gonna be like no notifications that pull out or push out or like that. You're gonna have basically it'll just show on my side and I'll just say, hey, thank you for the follow, and I won't even say the name or whatever. If you do want to have your name shouted out, then there is a points redemption for like a 1 point where you can have me shout out your name. I'll probably advance it, make it a little bit more fun to do later, but right now that's where I'm at. Internet outage, yeah. So who's our provider? My internet provider is Spectrum. So I did have there was an outage for that, but of course it happened overnight, so I'm pretty sure it was planned maintenance. Yeah. But I did end up getting something new fancy from Spectrum a couple days ago. I just haven't set it up yet. It's apparently got some sort of 8-hour backup for cellular internet. Can't stream on that, but at least I'll have internet. But I just haven't activated it yet, so it's just sitting on my counter because I haven't had time to set it up. But yeah, it'll be interesting to try that out and see what that does. Anywho, I'm wearing my Ewok ears today because I feel like we're with the Muggles in Heavensward, and I feel like the Muggles are the Ewoks of Final Fantasy XIV, so I figured that would be appropriate. Oh, something else came into the mail today. I finally got my Jollibee t-shirt that I spent $55 on. I honestly, I kind of having like buyer's remorse a little bit because it's super expensive. But they sent me some stickers. I already have these stickers, but why not have more stickers? The shirt itself is actually a very high quality. It's very heavy. It's like 100% cotton. It's very, very high quality. But that's what it looks like. It is, I don't know. Let's see here. There we go. It's got the Jollibee guy. Right in the chocobo. What I really liked about it the most was just the back, because it says here if you'll think Jollibee, and that's just a famous quote from Heidelin. So it's a nice shirt. I'm just not sure that I would want to spend $55 on it. So, but it'll last a long time. So we will just go ahead and say thank you for the shirt that I spent $55 on. And probably not do that again, because it was just a little too much for a t-shirt in my mind. But things have gotten really like expensive lately. But we have a squee rule, a squee rule. Basically, it is if you see something that you really want, it's got to be like a squee, like squee, like that. in order for us to say, okay, let's go ahead and get it. Because we collect so much stuff. I collect ears, I collect lounge flies. Both me and my husband, we collect Lego sets. Like there's Star Wars stuff that we collect, Marvel stuff that we collect. So we've really got to make sure that we're like super, super into the item that we're buying. And I've actually gotten to a point where now where I'm like, I got to figure out a place for it. You know what I mean? Before I buy it. Because what I have found as it happens, let me show you this. Oh, this heavy little thing. It's got dust on it. This right here. I really, 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 really wanted this. It was, I think it was originally like $400. I got it for like $100. I have nowhere to put it. Well, that's not true. I know where to hang it up on the wall. It's just, it's really heavy. So you have to like, I had to build a holder for it. Cause look, it's got straps and everything on it. Like I gotta be able to build a holder to put on the straps and stuff in order for it to not tear up the wall. But that's the reason why when I'm trying to purchase something that I really want, I have to say, okay, I've got to make sure I got a spot for it. You know what I mean? The zipper jetpack hardwood suit is, yeah, so there's something else we started collecting a little bit more of is popcorn buckets. It sounds so silly, but popcorn buckets and zippers from Disney World. The one I got this last for May the 4th was actually a replica of Jabba's like ship, I think. His barge, and I squeed over that, but like we're starting to slowly collect popcorn buckets too. So like we have to be really careful because we live in a very tiny 1-bedroom apartment. We don't have a lot of space. I don't think we have any zippers yet, but yeah, the one that you're gonna get this week, that's gonna be our first zipper. So the Disney bubble is very real. I feel like we've gotten a lot better. Anytime we go to Disney World, like there's been many times that we have gone to the parks and we haven't purchased anything. And so it's gotten a lot better. I've actually instituted a no t-shirt rule, even though they have a bunch of t-shirts that I want, just because we have so many t-shirts. And both Bob and I, Blood and I, are actually in the middle of doing weight loss. Like I have had my bariatric surgery almost 3 months ago, and he's gonna have his soon. So like it doesn't make sense to buy more t-shirts, even though I just spent $55 on one. When we're not gonna be able to wear them. Yeah, so when you went on May 4th, we actually bought a t-shirt though. Like you said you wanted a t-shirt to commemorate the event, but like I think you also even had buyer's remorse after that because when we left early. I know we just got that t-shirt because I just actually I washed it today during when I was doing laundry. Anyway, let's do the recap that from our last time, because it's been a while. Let's recap where we're at. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the Aria Blaze Gaming style recap. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is that time again. What time is it, you ask? It is time for another episode of Aria Blaze Gaming with your host, me. Last time in Heavensward, some shit went down. So Ysael turned into Shiva and challenged Ravana to a one-on-one fight. And Ravana basically said, "Ha, cute try." So then me, the Warrior of Light, had to step in and handle it personally because apparently I am the only person in Eorzea with a successful track record against giant gods. We beat Ravana, and afterward he basically agreed to stay out of the dragon territory, which honestly, it felt like settling an international conflict with trial by combat again. So we returned to Vidithirnir, I think that's how you say his name, who finally granted us access to Sohm Al, so we could continue our journey to meet Hraesvelgr. And after climbing a giant mountain full of dragons, we finally reached the Churning Mists, our next zone, where we immediately scared a Moogle into hiding. At this point, Alpha Nose decides the solution is, let's go ask the Elder Seer for backup Moogles. Alright, so we brought in the 12wood Moogles to help convince the Churning Mist Moogles that we weren't dangerous. And after all of that, the Moogles finally come out of hiding just to basically go, prove you're worthy of us. So currently, I fought a primal and negotiated dragon politics, climbed a mountain to meet an ancient dragon, and somehow ended the night being judged by floating pom-poms. And with that said, let's pop right into the game. Let me go ahead and pause the music first real quick and put the game music on. And let's just pop right in. Hopefully everybody can hear the game set, the music from the game. How can we do it this way? But everybody can hear the game sound and the music. Let me know if I need to turn it up a little bit. And hopefully you can hear me just fine. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me go ahead and write something down real quick. Alright. Hopefully the lighting is okay too, because I just feel like my lighting has been very dim. But anyway. Alright, so apparently Moglin has a next quest for us. We'll see how we do here. Alright. He says, Rhea, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by taskmasters Mogin, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct, as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo. Gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. It's bright like my future. Aw, thanks, Scoot. Appreciate you. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. I haven't had a lot of chance to research it quite yet, but I am going to be doing voice mod. They have like a thing where you can just do all, you can buy it all at once and not have to pay monthly for it, but I have to research it. Blood says it has to be researched before I buy it, so I'm going to do that, but I did want to like do that with the next when I'm doing the voices, just because you don't know what voice I'm gonna pick, and maybe it'll save my vocal cords. Speaking of, let me pause that one. I don't have it quite ready yet. Anywho, let's see. This is actually probably an aetherite, an aether current. It is. He is in desperate need of a bath. Have you ever bathed in the waters to the northeast? Of course not, because a gang of burly Ropkins has been attacking any who go near them, Kupo. If you're kind enough to slay a few, that might scare them away, giving me time for a dip in the waters. Okay, that's easy enough. Now I have to talk to everybody here, it looks like. Let's see. What sorcery is this, that my heart should stir at mere fluffiness? Okay. Rhea, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision. Well, let us not keep him waiting then. She's got a heart. We become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I'd better flutter over and see him then. So the 12-wood ones have orange palms, the Heavensward ones have pink palms, it looks like. That's cool. Kan E Senna Standing here in Mogho, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moggle Mog XII and his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought it no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. Alpha, no? Are these trials over then? My tasks have been a little more than household chores. If our hosts would like not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation and coupon notes out of principle. Well, good luck with that. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? And then, of course, Estinian. Look at me trying to press a shift button to try to sprint. That's Palia for you right there. How go your trials, Warrior of Light? I myself had sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dravinians? Such contradictions aside, our host seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. 'Twas meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a Caracool lamp, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Rhea. I like not this place. Oh, poor Estinian. She's not an ice heart, though. Like, she's proving that she does not have a heart made of ice. Alright, so Moglin. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. And have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, chieftain? Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Raisvelger can take place, certain preparations needed to be made. What better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do, Kupo? Oh, how rude. Insignian, right. Grrr. Rawr. Oh dear. The horn. Bring out the horn quickly now. What horn? We blow in this wondrous instrument whenever we need to speak with the great worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moghen may have sat on it, so we needed some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need to simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. Toot! We are in your debt, chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have a chance to plead our case to Raisvelger. Very possibly, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I'm quite certain that Raisvelger will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair? Come, we have squandered enough time already. She bare his teeth at him. Urgh. Is Connie Senna going with him too? Oh, Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship betwixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo. Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghome your home amongst the clouds. So they really wasn't testing us. They were just trying to kill time. Typical. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found time for all those rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaining, okay, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. But now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed, so all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo? Whatever you say, Moggen. Well, I expect you're eager to be on your way. Did I mention your friend was looking for you, Kupo? If not, Alphino's looking for you. I'll be waiting just outside, stretching my wings. Let me know when you're ready to depart. Okie dokie. Any more quests over here? I don't think so. Let me see. Oh, we haven't even explored this map at all. Okay. To the best of my knowledge, we have all that we need for our trip to Zenith, and I believe the Elder Seatseer and her retinue will soon be making their journey back to Gridania. It would be remiss of us, I think, not to convey our gratitude to them prior to going our separate ways, shall we? Okay. Why not? Alphino, Ria, I do humbly thank you for what has been a most enlightening experience. Were it not for your pioneering spirit, the existence of these Noogles might never have been revealed to us. 'Tis we who should be thankful, Elder Seatseer. Were it not for your timely diplomacy, they would never have chosen to reveal themselves at all. And 'twas your presence, Kublai-Kop, that ultimately won us their trust. It must have taken great courage to leave the sanctuary of the Twelveswood, and we are exceedingly glad that you did. It was my pleasure, Kupo. I've made so many new friends, and have so many fantastic tales to tell my kinsmoogles back home. And it is to our home that we must now return. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal, my friends. Sorry, I had to get some water. Safe journey, Elder Seatseer. We too must be on our way. Railsvelger awaits. I wish they would name the dragons something pronounceable, like Jim Bob. Warrior of Light, pray attend closely to your companion. Sir Estinian, beneath that stoical facade, a storm of anguish seizes unseen. Stoical? I don't remember. I don't know how to say that. Okay. Anywho, let's go up here. Wait, okay, it's out here, okay. And Moggen. Have you said your goodbyes and dabbed away your tears, Kupo? Then we are indeed ready to go. Oh, there's another quest. Okay, I'm gonna go grab this other quest here. Another Aether Current quest, probably. Let me go and get these done. Yeah, okay. You aren't thinking of heading towards Asa, are you? Best watch yourself if you are. Archosaurs stalk the road looking for an easy meal. If only someone could drive them away, Kupo. Oh, you seem the time for dragon hunting. Why don't you slay 3 of the Archosaurs and open the road back up for Moogle traffic? Once the deed is done, let Mogmont and Asa know. Alright, let me go do these 2 quests real quick before we leave, because I want to make sure that I can, when we do end up getting the final main story quest with the Aether Current, that we're able to fly. That's probably how we're going to be doing these Aether Current quests, is just grabbing the ones when we see them. just so that we can get them done. Like they're probably the only side quests that we're gonna do. You ugly little mobs. Sanchini. They look like plant octopuses. They're ugly. I need to figure out where I'm going here. You look like what I need. Yeah, the Robkins. How many of these do I need? I need 3 of them. Okay. Oh, I need to pay attention to that 15-second action, because I am always forgetting to do that one. Oh, you know what else I forgot? Demio! Demio's gotta make an appearance. Alright, this one is done. Okay. Let me see if I can go up here. I don't know if it'll let me go over this way or not. Should be able to. Looks like I could. Yeah, we should be able to. Let's see if there's an outlet here. Looks like there might be. Or maybe I spoke too soon. Nope. Okay, good. Now I gotta figure out how to get up there. Are we over here? Yeah. There's an Archosaur. There we go. And I need 3 of these. Oh wait, there's only 2 over here. There's more up there, maybe? Alright, let's go over here. Maybe there's one more over here. There is. I see you. Oh man, I love that song. It's so freaking strong. Okay. Let's go back down to Mogholm and turn in that first quest. Whee! And the other one I think is probably on the way to where we're going, so I don't want to go that way. Let me see. There's so many big rocks, it's hard to tell where I'm going. I do not know where I'm going. I feel like I'm going to the end of the world here, and there's no out. Can I go around this? Okay. I wonder if I can... You know, a smart person would have just taken the Aetheryte back. That's what a smart person would have done. But we've done it now. Alright, so I should be able to... Man, you just gotta, like, go all the way around the world to get to where you need to get to. You know what I just realized? They name these these Muggles like the 7 dwarves. But there's just so many more than 7. Monk, EP for sleepy. Many thanks, brave adventurer. Finally, I can enjoy a bath without the smell of raw dragonfish assaulting my senses. Say a dip in the waters might serve to, freshen you up as well, Scupo. Gee, thanks. How about I go and I put some of that raw dragon meat in your bath for you? Call me stinky. I am very clean, thank you very much. Alright, so onwards we go. Let's see where Magan's gonna take us. Ew, new year. It's just okay. I don't like it. No. As Chieftain Moglen already explained, the shiny instrument we gave to you is the best means of grabbing Raysvelger's attention. I'll come along and show you the way to Zenith. That's the big palace where you need to blow the horn. First thing first, we need to make for a saw. Oh, and watch out for rampaging dragons. Maybe that should have been the first thing, Kubo. You're over here doing your own thing. You just heard me threaten a cute Moogle. Cute little flying demon rats. Hey, told me I stunk. So I just said, well, I'll take some of these innards and put them in your bath for you. The innards of the mobs that you tried to get me to kill for you. Oh, look, more dragons. Oh. And dead. He's ready to put the innards in as bait to get the Muggles to be eaten. Hey, you know what? If that's what it takes too, so maybe that would actually work. Here, we have dragons like every 30 feet. Yeah? Oh, we have dragons. Yalms. Yalms and malms. Where am I going? Going the wrong way. I think. Alright. Oh, look, there's another dragon. Imagine that. Oh, there's another one that just spawned. Oh, and another one that just spawned. How many dragons does it take to take down the Warrior of Light? Dragon in waiting. Alright. Are you a light bulb? Yeah? I can be. Scoot did say that I'm bright like my future. Alright. Mogmont. Is that someone from below? How did you get past the Archosaurs infesting the road? What? Mogsy asked you to slay them for him? It's just like him to depend on the kindness of strangers. We've barely been able to venture outside of Asal for fear of being attacked. Now, thanks to you, the roads are just a little safer, Kupo. Alright. So that's another one. There's another Aether Current above me, too. Or ahead of me. Ooh. Where are we at? We're on the road to Zenith. Okay. I have a goal to get us to the next zone, but that does require going through a dungeon, so hopefully we'll be able to get that done tonight. That is my goal for tonight. I don't even remember where the next zone is going to go to, honestly, now that I think about it. And how many more Aether Currents do I have? Excuse me. Oh, I have to find 2 more. Okay. Things were a bit bitey for a while there, but I think we've arrived in one piece, Kupo. I wonder what has the dragon so awfully snappy. I mean, the bad ones are always bad, but they seem worse than usual. Alright, now, aiming. Let's see, do I like it? No, I don't like it. You know what this reminds me of? This gear right here. Just the, see if I can pull it up. This right here, it reminds me, who is that, that character in Mario Brothers? The bad guy. What is his name again? I'm a terrible gamer, I'm telling you, I don't even remember names. It's that dragon guy, the, golly, Bloodwood, no. He always is after the princess. Princess Peach. Who is the main bad guy of Mario Brothers? Bowser. Bowser. Yeah, Bowser. This right here reminds me of Bowser. Every time I see that Final Fantasy XIV does gear like this, that's what it reminds me of, is Bowser. Sorry. Alright. Okay. So I don't like that gear. Now, this is okay, puny plumber. Who you calling puny? That's okay looking. I do like all the gadgets on it, but sometimes it feels like it's almost too much. Yeah, it's just a different color. That's okay. I'm almost too much. Oh, sorry. But not sorry. We may have a small problem, Kupo. When the winds are high like this, Racefelger invariably abandons his lofty perch and heads to the lands below to hunt. If you try blowing the horn now, I doubt he'd hear it. I suggest we stop at the clearing up ahead and rest until the wind dies down. Okay. Let's also see if we can... let's see here. Northeast. So we could also go up to the northeast. I wonder if we can get up to the northeast. Probably not. Alright, so we're just going to go over here. Because I got 2 more to look for. And there's the great Mother Shiva. I'm stuck. Where do I go? Over here, there's a dragon. Those wind sprites almost look like Aether Currents to me, so it's like, I found another one, but I didn't. Okay. This should do nicely, Kupo. The winds will likely have died down by tomorrow, but until then, we might as well make ourselves comfortable. If we must interrupt our journey so close to its end, I suppose this place is as good as any. And mayhap a brief respite from the hardships of the road will help to clear our minds in readiness for the coming parley. Very well, then. I believe a campfire is in order. Leave the gathering of fuel to me. I acquired a keen nose for firewood during my time in the frozen wastes of Korthus. And off he goes. Clear our minds. Just Master Alpha know whose mind needs clearing. The thought of meeting a great worm in the flesh has befuddled the boy. Did you see him stroll away as if these ruins were not crawling with deadly beasts? Follow him, Ria, and see that the wildlife does not make a meal of our young friend. We will have the camp ready by the time you return. He ain't wrong. But can you imagine? I mean, Alvino must be like, I don't know, 18, 19 years old. Somewhere around there. I would think that's where he's at. Can you imagine being that old, that age, and getting ready to meet a giant dragon? Like, I'm not saying, like, you know, that Alphino isn't mature for his age, because he certainly is very mature for his age, but his immaturity does seep through every now and then, which you can tell by other ways that he, with the A Realm Reborn storyline, you can tell that he's kind of matured from that. Oh, I'm stuck. But, like, I can't even imagine, like, what's going through his brain about, like, oh my gosh, I'm about to meet a giant dragon. Alright. Got any more? Nope. Okay. And then we go over here. That wasn't... The purple smoke wasn't a dragon, though. It was a giant tree. So... if I thread my way through these mobs. Oh no. Oh no. Here we go. Okay. And another giant tree. What in the world is with these giant trees? As if dragons weren't enough. Yeah, sure. Let's just throw in some giant angry trees while we're at it. Oh. Who made the wind sprite angry? I don't know why I just did that. Alright. Right on time, so time for some water. The trees got tired of the dragon shit, now are attacking stuff. It's like Final Fantasy XIV where like, okay, we're gonna put a little bit of this, and then we're gonna sprinkle a little bit of this into the zone. And let's just add some sprites that are gonna be in there too to make people mad. Cause I don't know about you, but them sprites, they hurt when they get attacked. Spices make a good meal. Yeah. But if you add too many spices, then it just gets muddled. Where am I going? I'm just jumping. Jump over the rocks. I don't know if I can jump up here. No. Okay. This way? Probably not. Here we go. Now I'm back. Jump over all them Dwaynes. Nice. I see. I was right to worry about the boy's safety. Once Alphino returns with the wood, we can see about supper. The Ice Queen has filled a pot with what looked like stew ingredients ready for the fire. Oh, you two need to, like, get along. Like, I'm gonna pull this car over right now if you two don't stop getting along. I was gonna say that looked like that was a very interesting cutscene. Few things compare to the simple pleasure of sitting beside a crackling campfire of one's own making. Ha! So speaks the great explorer. Until recently, you wouldn't have recognized firewood if it came with kindling and a flint. 'Tis well you instructed me so patiently, then. But yes, left to my own devices, I would have been compelled to signal to assail with a pile of damp leaves. I was born the pampered son of Charlatan dignitary, and alongside my twin, became the youngest student ever to be accepted into the studium. How proud I was to match wits with scholars and philosophers. How ignorant of mine own shortcomings, that hubris invited manipulation and betrayal, and led to the downfall of the Scions. We all of us are guilty of similar ignorance. How many men lay down their lives, never knowing what it is that they fight for, never questioning that which they have been taught to believe. 'Twas only upon meeting Racefelger that I learned the truth hidden within our history. Were it not for that chance encounter, I would never have vowed to tear down the Holy See and expunge the falsehood with which it fans the flames of conflict. I would have lived and died in ignorance, that the truth has driven me to do terrible things I cannot deny, but I would rather sin in the pursuit of peace than imagine myself virtuous for perpetrating a needless war. If this journey has taught me anything, it is the importance and difficulty of holding to one's convictions in the face of failure, of striving always to replace one's ignorance with knowledge. You are well on your way, Master Alphino. At your age, I was but a fool swinging a spear with scarcely a thought in my head. Even now, I struggle to acknowledge the misconceptions under which I have labored. Sitting here amongst these grand ruins, how can I deny that man and dragon once lived in peace? Oh, so he's starting to understand. But for all that such an age existed, we are now in a time of war. Nidhogg killed my family, and no quirk of history will exonerate him. I may be ignorant of how the Dragon Song War began, but if we do not put an end to this conflict now, I can say for a certainty that it will only breed more vengeful souls such as mine. In my hands resides the power to vanquish a great worm. If Ishgard's survival rests on me wielding that power, I will slay Nidhogg myself, orders or no. Estinian, you gave your word. My word is contingent upon the success of our parley. Show me the strength of your convictions, Lady Iceheart. Convince Racefelger of the righteousness of your cause. Doubt not but that I shall, Dragoon. Well, winds willing, we shall have our answers on the morrow. Let us sleep now and face our fate with the rising of the sun. Someone tell me why that cutscene was not voiced. All right. So now, wait, is there? No, there's none over here. Okay. Oh, it's Racefelger. The campfire was so cozy. I must have fallen asleep, Kupo. But do you feel how the winds have shifted? They will have borne Racefelger back to the skies above Zenith. I'm sure of it. This is your chance to climb to the highest floor of that palace and summon him with the toot of that shiny horn. So, I'll be heading back now if that's all the same to you. Good luck, Kubo. It was nice knowing you. Well, I sure feel uh, safe and confident with that. Alright, so we are in the heart of ice now. Okay. Oh, way over there. Wow, okay. So I should be able to get to this aether current, or this aetherite over here. I would think, maybe? And then I might also be able to get to the other aether current. Yeah, okay, over here is the aetherite, so that's good. But I'm not sure if... I don't know. I can't remember if the trading mist is separated. Where you can't get everything. Let's see. Get the aetherite. And see, this is another one that only has 2 down here. You can tell that the map goes all the way up there. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's see, where's the... 206 yalms to the west. So over there. So I bet you can't go down there. So let's go up and see what we can find. I bet you the aether current is over here somewhere. I wonder if it's over there in that little, come on, over here. I bet you it's over here. Or not. Let's see. 145 miles to the north. Where would it be? Wait, okay, hang on. Can't see, there's too many rocks in the way. I don't think you can get over there. Let me just go up then, let's see. More water. Oh. We also have ads starting soon, so I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can find out where things are. I wonder... Southeast. I guess I wonder if it's way up here. It's got to be way out here, up here. It's got to be. Yep, it's right over there. Look at that. And then... Oh, it's way over here. Okay, so we'll just wait. We'll just do the sword because it's the finding the aether currents are easier than doing the quest. So we'll just do this quest and hopefully we'll be able to get to the rest of the other quests really shortly. But I'm guessing the other one is like way over here, so we should be able to get to it. We'll see. But right now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to do the ad break. Ad breaks are about 3 minutes long, and it just gives us the opportunity to have an hour long of uninterrupted gameplay. So take this time to take a break from the computer screen, stretch your legs, get a snack, go to the bathroom, get some water, hydrate. And I shall be back in about 3-ish minutes. We are back, everybody. Hope you had a really good break. And let's just pop right into this quest. She's gonna toot the horn. That's not a toot. That's a song. This mortals, why do you disturb my solitude?
Svelga.
You think? Thou speakest the name of a creature that but awaiteth the release of oblivion. Leave me.
By the 12. Mine ears hear the tongue of dragons, yet the meaning rings clear within my mind. How can that be?
Svelga, do you not remember me? 'Twas I whom you found in Dravania. I who glimpsed the truth. The truth about your past. About Shiva.
Oh. I was gonna say, me don't want to speak her name. Do not speak her name, mortal.
But speak it I must. I have summoned Shiva's soul from the beyond and offered myself as her vessel. She has made her heart known to me.
Foolish girl, thinkest thou my beloved spirit hath descended from the heavens? That the secrets of her heart are thine to know?
I have surrendered mine to her. Do you not see, my love? I am Shiva reborn.
Gullible fool, the light but illuminated the past for thee. It did not grant thee omniscience. The spirit thou hast summoned belongeth not to Shiva. 'Tis but a shade conjured by thine own fancy. In an age long past, mine own kin were guilty of like folly. Beguiled by the Dark One's lies, I guess he means the Asians? They attempted to resurrect a king amongst worms, yet the divinity they called forth merely borrowed the semblance of my fallen brood brother. Oh, are they talking about Zodiark? I just realized he's missing an eye too. I didn't know that he was missing an eye. Such gods are not summoned, but created. Phantoms spun from the threads of misplaced faith.
Then the spirit that answered me.
Was but thy dream of Shiva. Thy soul hath been corrupted by a deity of thine own making, child. Oh, poor Ice Heart.
Be that as it may, Lord Svelga, Izel's desire to heal the rift between man and dragon is real. and it has borne us this far. We would spare both our kind and yours the ravages of this senseless war. Pray join your voice to ours in a call for peace and forgiveness.
The tale of thy kind is one of avarice, treachery, and death, and thou wouldst speak to me of peace? Hark thee, mortal, to the naked truth, then tell me thou deservest forgiveness.
Esk ein ison ul dran esk
1,200 years ago, my beloved Shiva's sacrifice served to bring an end to the war twixt man and dragon, paving the way for an age of peace and cooperation.
ein kinu losken stari dran lar schnell.
2 centuries of harmony were to follow, during which time the Elezen learned much about us, not least that the eyes of a great worm are the wellspring of his strength.
Feskdu for one istrasi on lis thorn.
'Twas out of the selfish desire to possess this strength that King Thornton then conspired to undo all that our peoples had achieved together.
Sai if in ned or ratatoska stray morning.
With the aid of his leal knights, the most noble of Elezen lured my brood sister Ratatoskr into an ambush and took from her that which he craved. Fain would I strike the image from my mind, yet still the scene doth linger, of my brood sister's tattered corpse, defiled by her Elezen allies. They had torn out her eyes and feasted upon them in the manner of wild beasts. Yet that was not all, for from their bloody banquet the fiends had gained strength beyond that of mortal men. Even now I labor to comprehend the enormity of their betrayal. Nidhogg was the first to learn of the atrocity, and he took to the skies hungry for vengeance. But though he slew Thornton and some few of his knights, their fellow butchers knew only too well where to aim their spears, and with now practiced savagery, they set about my breed brother, sending him fleeing from the field. Such is the truth the Holy See would keep hidden. Such was the beginning of the Dragon Song War. 'Tis a song my kind shall never forget, even should 10,000 years pass and Ishgard crumble into dust.
Your tale bears scant resemblance to the one I was taught. How convenient that it should absolve your kind of all responsibility. But tell me, dragon, why should I believe your version of events?
Mixai eski listain, non miki hisike, kua ala aim el.
What thou choosest to believe is immaterial. The betrayal that yet haunts mine every waking moment is no less than the truth to my kind.
Sai an ursina fa an thorn nizeg.
And Nidhogg meaneth for Thornton's people to suffer for this sin till the end of days.
Non wo I alamon a. I skor esk nik I es. Nes soi an on in, do in an, olodra.
That which thou imaginest a war of extinction is but a punishment, a siege of the spirit. Hast thou not seen those who tire of the torment? Those who abandon their own and side with dragonkind?
Ishgard's so-called heretics.
Sale, orn I nesh iratatoska kin for elna. Si is nesh dokin an.
Know that all the traitor's progeny bear a trace of Ratatosker's essence, but a single sip of our blood is enough to waken it. I wonder, when we were trying to fight off those heretics, they were turning into dragons. I wonder if they drink her blood.
Then the seed lies within us.
Is ros esh idran, oloson inizeg, non nish I esk diadran en, wa ulwa skola es alakin el andranken, mondo.
Oh wow. 'Tis for this reason that those who abandon their loyalties are rewarded with a drink, and thus are they transformed to join the ranks of Nidhogg's ever-growing army as newborn dragons. One by one, through the death or defection, my brood brother shall count for all the betrayer's children. Holy shit, Nidhogg is turning the Elezen into dragons.
Ye gods, I have borne witness to such a transformation. Looked on as a heretic assumed the shape of a dragon. I imagined it some manner of Dravanian enchantment. But if any Ishgardian, regardless of allegiance, has such potential within them, 12 forgive us. To think of all the dragons we've slain.
Oh yeah, that's true.
War ulmon ala an as drao.
There will always be some, of course, who choose to fight until the bitter end. Like thee, dragoon.
Kawol smain, kor su thrahal seskmoni, se an in kinizeg.
But struggle as thou might, thy youthful vigor will be spent ere thou reachest 210, and Nidhogg shall remain to torment thine offspring.
Oft have I wondered why Nidhogg did not simply raze Ishgard to the ground. Now I have my answer. He has no intention of winning the Dragonsong War, for it is no war at all, but vengeance. An eternal requiem sung for his murdered sister.
In ice in drao, ale inia in.
Thou hast the right of a dragon slayer. Comprehendest thou now the futility of thy quest?
I have not come this far only to admit defeat. We can still return the eye to Nidhogg and beg forgiveness for our ancestors' crimes. Mayhap our words will sway him.
Ja, lies as an in la tu ole in an hes isu.
Stubborn child. Yeah. Thou thinkest in mortal terms. Our perception of time is too broad for thee to grasp.
Ik du set in sohi. Nosta no lis as dui for in.
'Tis a simple matter for thee to offer thine apologies. Thou didst not perpetrate this crime. Despite thy visions, the deeds of history seem distant to thee.
Een isi a ultran as nisek for. Een lai as nesh I an iratatoska.
For a worm such as Didhogg, however, that history is yet part of his present, as fresh as the blood that did gush from Ratatoskar's wounds. How could he not be driven mad?
Een sith som ishi eskfa ulgar los an.
'Tis only by the calming embrace of Shiva's soul that mine own fury hath not consumed me.
Snosk for an, non an lis I an. Skol lens an. Skol.
But let us speak no more of what is done. My faith in your kind is spent, and I would be alone. I don't know, man. Like, in what world is it okay to take from somebody what is theirs, their freaking eye, of all things, because you want more power? Like, that just, I don't understand. I really don't understand. And the way that they cornered her, when I was reading that, it made me go back to episode 3 of Star Wars, of where the clone troopers, the stormtroopers, they turn on the Jedi and they basically ambush them. Oh my gosh, that just goes all the way through me. Racevelger was every bit as awe-inspiring as I imagined. His voice fairly dripped with power, the will behind his words so undeniable that it transcended my ignorance of the dragon's tongue. 'Tis but a pity that I misliked what he said. So far did we travel, even unto the very heavens themselves, only to be dismissed like unruly children. And far from mitigating this humiliation, the hidden truths we have learned serve only to prove that our grand mission of peace was destined to fail from the first. Nothing will deter Nidhogg from his course. Sadly, I think you are right, Alpha Gnome. I think you are right.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Racevelger. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, And for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And if the tales are true, the Warrior of Light has bested many an invincible foe.
Who says I want to do this for you?
But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
Estinian's a little bit of a butthole, isn't he? So on one hand, I kind of get it because Nidhogg did kill his family. So he wants to have revenge. He wants to, like he said, he wants to end the war. The only way that he knows how to end the war is by killing Nidhogg. He's not a very nice person. Oh, maybe let me see if I can talk to Giselle real quick. What false god is this Shiva? What manner of phantom have I welcomed into my heart? Yeah. I don't know, Giselle. I'm so sorry, lovely. Alright, so just outside these walls. Oh, I can't go that way. I gotta go this way. Okay. Oh. Ooh, can I go explore a little bit? I can. Okay. But I need to go back over here. Oof. Yeah, you really can't go very far, huh, without flying around here. Okay, so just right outside the Aether, right? Defeat enemies as I search for the area is basically my next job here. Oh look, more dragons. But now, I'm wondering, are these Elysian that used to be like Ishgardians? It makes me wonder, when he said that, when Alpha was like, imagine how many dragons we've killed and they used to be Elysian. I don't know. That's just a little crazy to me. Alright, so while we're doing this, we can northeast. I bet you it's probably up here. Oh, there is a quest up there too. Looks like it's a one that unlocks the Aether Current. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get over there, but we're going to sure try. We're doing pretty good though tonight. We're on track to actually hitting my goal of getting to the next zone, so that's something. And there's more dragons for us to kill. I don't want to kill any more dragons. I'm scared that I'm actually killing real people at this point. Not that I would want to kill dragons anyway, even if they weren't real people, but still, it's like an added incentive of not wanting to kill the doggone dragons. Alright, now we're going into that spot where, I think this spot right here can't be explored just because it is a giant hole, I think. I could be wrong. Let me see. Nope. Okay. Maybe it's this spot here. I don't know. How do I get up there? Let's go this way. Hello? Go this way, maybe? Of course not. I can't go that way. Can I go down this way? Yeah, there we go. Oh no. I want to unlock that spot. I'm not sure if I'll unlock that spot though. I think it's a giant hole. It is a giant hole. I can't unlock that. Okay, that's fine. No worries. These are the little giant lizards. Oh look, there's the Aether Current. I wasn't even looking for it. Ha! That's cool. Okay. So we have all of those completed. Now we should be able to... Oh, look, and there's even more dragons. Oh no, there's one behind me. I was going to use you, because... Oh, you know what? I bet you I need to go and do my level 58 quest too. Which we can do that later. We don't have to do that tonight. Okay. Now we can move on up. Where am I at with those Aether Currents, by the way? Alright, so I have 3 more quests, and then we can fly in here. I bet you there's one quest right here. Hey, look at this area. It's crawling with Moon-Eyed Moogle. We go this way here. Yep, okay. Whatever can be taking her so long, Kupo? My replacement should have been here already, but I don't see her anywhere. I'm so hungry. I wager she went home on account of those troublesome toolie hands that are flapping about. If you slay 4 of them, that should secure a safe path, giving my replacement no excuse. Please, my stomach begs you, Kubo. Alright, so 4 of these things. Why not? Okay, so there's that one. And Daimyo is not here anymore. What happened to Daimyo? Okay. This was an easy one to do because I didn't have to really go anywhere. But if I'm not careful, I'm going to lose my life here. Oh, I don't want you to despawn here. Or de-aggro. There we go. Yay, that was easy. Thank you. Now that the chili hands are out of the way, it's only a matter of time before my replacement gets here. I'm about to pass out from hunger, so I think I'll go ahead. What could go wrong, Kupo? Alright, cool. Just one more to go besides the MSQ one. So that's good.
Is that it?
Oh, wow.
Aye, that would be the Airy. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the Primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated.
She's like, yeah, let's do it.
Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. 'Twill be just like the good old days, no?
Oh dear. Oh, give me just a second here. Alright, let's see. So silver, okay, that's good. So where are we at now? Oh, level 59, look at that. And I am on, wow, we are just kind of booking through tonight. Yeah, we're definitely gonna hit the, what I wanted us to get to tonight, so that's good. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Airy. And I can offer no better solution. Pray, consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I'm not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at St. Renet's Forum, Bria. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Sid will still be in Ishgard. All right, so back to Ishgard we go. And we're in Ishgard, so let's see. I guess right here, okay. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing, or mayhap even Sky Steel Manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who? Sir Emmerich would seem the obvious choice, but there's no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it. Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy See's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord E is about. Why couldn't we have met at the Aetherite? I don't understand why Alpha No had me go all the way over to the Sky Steel Manufactory if we were going to go in there to see if Sid's been in there. Welcome, Mistress Ripclaw. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yep, go back to Fort Temps Manor. And look, there's Lord Master E. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust. In search of a Sid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Maria, we must find Sid and trouble him for his expert opinion. So much chasing around to go. Why couldn't we were right there at the airship? Why couldn't we have gone to the airship just to see if that's where he was at? I swear, I feel like Alphino just makes me go everywhere in the city just for his own sick pleasure. I swear, that's what I think. Okay, right here. There, Sid. Look at that. And Biggs and Wedge. Okay. So, let me, let's see. Why is this not writing? So, the other night, Blood and I sat down to watch episode 4 of Star Wars. Because we've been meaning to do a rewatch of them all over a period of time, and we just decided to go ahead and sit down and watch it that night. I have been a Star Wars fan my entire life, and I don't know why it was in that moment, on that night, just the other night, that it hit me that Biggs and Wedge here are Star Wars references. It did not. I literally just got that. But when I got it, I was like, oh, that's Biggs and Wedge. Like from the Ironworks. And Blood's like, yeah. Anyway, I thought that would be amusing to you. And if you're not a Star Wars fan, well, I'm sorry. Maria, Alpha, no? How fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your faces. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier? And you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravenians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads and incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Asinian stands vigil at the edge of churning mist, but we do not know how much longer. Alright. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time that we give that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's far best if I let the lads show you. Come on, the manufactory's not far. Oh, I think this is where you get that mount that I absolutely cannot stand. Okay, let's go back to the manufacturing. Yeah, right here. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're gonna like this one. I don't know if I'm going to.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
Yeah, the ugly little thing. I hate it. I hate that thing.
Down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Ulda. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
Oh, okay.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the mana cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Oh, but the Nidhogg. I completely forgot about Ulda. Okay, so I guess to Ulda we go. Let's see. Oh, there's Raban. General Raban says they have uncovered the Sultana's whereabouts. And he wants you, by which I mean both of you, to go to the Waking Sands right away and help with the investigation. Come, Rhea. Pressing through Ishgard's plight may be our presence here will not serve to hasten the Manticator's completion. Let us return to the troubled lands of Danland and lend what aid we may. Tatru, have our friends at the congregation send a message to Estinian. Tell him we have identified a solution to our problem, but it will take some time to prepare. As you wish, Master Alphino. To the Waking Sands, Warrior of Light. 'Tis past time Ul'dah was delivered from this darkness. Just once. One time, I want us to focus on one thing at a time. We have too many irons in the fire, I feel like. Oh, look. Hey, we're going back to... Pray tell, return to the Waking Sands. Alright, let's see. What information... What am I gonna get here? Alright, there's nobody in here.
Thank you for coming.
No thanks are necessary, General. I trust your recuperation continues apace.
I cannot complain. Thanks to Higiri and her ministrations, I've regained much of the strength I lost during my imprisonment.
I gather you have made progress in the search for her grace.
Aye, some good fortune at last. A few days past, Dulala informed us that a sizable shipment of alchemical supplies had been delivered to the palace.
With Papa Shan's assistance, I set out to ascertain the source and nature of the shipment. My inquiries led me to Frondale's frontistery. There, I learned that an order had been placed for a curious substance designed to sustain patients trapped in death-like slumber. An invention of the former head alchemist, apparently.
Oh, wow.
A death-like slumber? This cannot be a coincidence.
They're trying to keep her asleep, basically.
It lends some weight to Dulala's claims, aye. Her grace is likely somewhere within the palace, abed but alive.
Before making any attempt to extricate the Sultana, however, it seemed prudent to learn what manner of substance was used to induce her torpor. To that end, I made inquiries as to the whereabouts of the one most like to have administered it. The lady in waiting, Meriel. We sent for you as soon as we learned of her location. All that remains is to apprehend the woman.
Yeah, let's go get the bitch.
We shall find our cat's paw in the Silver Bazaar. But we must tread carefully. The market is not the bustling place it once was, and someone is sure to mark our coming. Should they inform the monetarists, we'll have a fight on our hands. We must be prepared for the worst, and being short an arm, I thought it wise to take another in its stead. What say you, Warrior of Light? Will you lend me yours?
Always, Raban. Always.
Then I pity the bastard that stands in our way. Come, my friends. For Nanamo, and for Ul'dah!
I love him. I absolutely love him so much. Alright, so Yigiri. Our target is Meriel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting, a woman of Midlander heritage. I am told the two of you have met. Our sources indicate that she left the palace shortly after the incident and quietly rejoined the dwindling population of the Silver Bazaar. I suggest we begin by questioning the market's residents and confirm that Meriel is still in hiding there. Okay. Silver Bazaar. Where is that at? I guess it's in Western. Alright, so I guess it's over here. Let's see. Oh, way down there. Okay. Let me do this. That's not... Okay, let me just go down here. We just do Horizon. And then we'll ride our way down there. Oh! I'm a dumbass. I can fly. Doi. I'm so dumb. What you get when you're going from back and forth between a non-flight zone and a flight zone. Whew. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's a nice little lighthouse, I think. That's cool looking. Alright, so here's the Silver Bazaar. Spotted Meadow. What a name. Do I know of any returning residents? Gods, don't tell me they're starting to come back. My masters will not be pleased to hear of this. Okay. Ikipoo. And what brings you to our lonely little hamlet? I believe the arrival of your entourage just about doubled our population. Looking for Mary, you say? If you're hoping to lure her back to Ul'dah, you may as well give up now. The girl's done with city life. Yeah, I would be too if I was trying to kill the Sultana. What I don't understand is how she, like, obviously she was under the monarchists' thumb. Like, how is she living in this tiny little village? She should be living high on the. She should be living on the high life, basically. Mariel? Aye, she's here. Left the city for good, she says. Barely leaves her house, though. It's the one closest to the market entrance. Alright, well, now we know where to go. Market entrance, so over here, maybe? So is it over here, maybe? The only building I see. Yep, she's right there. But, okay. Let's see. Hi, Mariel.
You are Mariel, the Sultana's former lady-in-waiting?
I know no one of that name. Pray excuse me. General Alden.
Hello, Mariel.
We will have the truth from you, girl.
Oh dear, here we go.
Mayhap it would be better coming from me.
Oh, for Pete's sakes.
Lonorito, you'd best talk fast.
As you know, Teleji Adeleji's Cartano reclamation bill was no more than a facade. A means to get his grubby little hands on that Allagan monstrosity Omega.
When he learned of Nanamo's intention to abdicate, however, he was forced to amend his plans. Suddenly, assassination seemed the most promising way to further his ambitions. I am told Teleji had discovered a maid in whose veins ran the blood of House Thorn, a new, more pliable puppet to sit the throne. 'Twould have caused an uproar, of course, but few could have contested her claim. 'Twas plain that Teleji's wild machinations had outgrown our ability to control them. So I decided to usurp his scheme and left the fool to seal his own demise.
And what of Nanamo?
Oh, I have no desire to harm her grace. 'Twould profit me little to destabilize our government. Thus did I employ young Mariel here to administer a potent sleeping potion in place of a poison. You should know, General, that your dear friend Ilberd was fully aware of my plan.
Of course he was.
I had him lie about the assassination as a means to prime your rage against Teleji. We weren't entirely sure how you would react, but things went rather better than expected.
What an ass.
You conniving little worm. You had your claws in the Crystal Braves before their first recruit sworn to serve!
But of course, when a new game begins, 'tis only prudent to have a piece on the board. Ilberd was mine. Truth be told, a significant proportion of the Braves' initial endowment was also mine. With such large sums moving about, 'twas a rather trifling matter to disguise my own contribution. Ah, Ilberd. I secured his services with a promise to support his cause once my authority had been solidified. I swear, the man thinks of naught but prizing Alamigo from the grasp of the Empire. Unlike you, General, the poor fellow seems quite unable to forsake the land of his forefathers. Mayhap that's why he called you a traitor to your people and a disgrace to your homeland, amongst other things. What was it he always compared you to? Oh, yes, an overgrown lapdog begging for scraps at the Sultana's table. Oh, how we laughed. Alas, Ilberd's entertaining little outbursts eventually gave way to wearisome tirades, and the zealous brute became rather unruly. I had no wish to see you executed, you understand, but he would not take no for an answer. Rest assured, his employment with me has long since ended. Which brings us neatly to the present. What say you, General? Both you and the Sultana are alive. We have one corpse and one fugitive. And preparations have been made to restore your good name. Shall we cry quits and start again with a blank ledger?
No. Are you kidding me?
The hells we will! Do you honestly expect me to forgive and forget? After all you've done? You're guilty of high treason!
Stay your blade, Master Alden. You yourself are not innocent. Or have you forgotten your own crime in executing Teleji Adeleji without trial? Though you acted out of loyalty to the Sultana, such deeds are in violation of both the word and spirit of the law. If you would, Lord Lolorito?
What is that?
This potion will wake the Sultana from her slumber. Consider it a gesture of conciliation. You will find her grace resting comfortably within her private chambers. Should you doubt my word, I shall willingly accompany you to the palace as your hostage.
I like not your motives, Lolorito. But you saved the Sultana's life, and for that, you have my gratitude.
Rauban Aldin, you are hereby reinstated as General of the Immortal Flames. The citizens of Ul'dah shall once more be united under Nanamo Ul'Namo, and together we shall usher in a new age of prosperity.
He needs to find a way to get Lolorito thrown out. Like, seriously. And the glare he gave her. I feel bad for her because, honestly, I do wonder, like, how much she was forced. Oh, yeah, we're around the same place, but I remember I had to take a couple days and not be able to do anything because of illness and outages. By the 12th, I feared Lord Lorito's arrival would herald another bloodbath. Little did I suspect that he of all people would gift us the means to rouse the Sultana. Well, I guess now we're gonna be able to do that. Next quest is Awakening in Ul'dah. But during that, it was a longer cutscene than I thought, so I had to snooze the ads twice. So now, ads are actually going to start in the next 2 minutes or so. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say it's time for our break. We're just going to take a little bit of a longer break. It's going to be about 4 to 5 minutes, somewhere around there, because ads are going to be at about, and it will start in about 2 minutes, but I have to use the restroom, so we're going to go ahead and start them now. But I will see you guys back. Get up, give your legs a break, get some water, get a snack, whatever you need to do, but just make sure you take care of yourself during the break, and I shall return. Okay, and we are back. Everybody had a good break. And let's just pop right back in. So I got myself a snack. So, I'm chewing. My apologies. Shall we also make our way to Ul'dah? I should imagine Bartholomew has been instructed to admit us. Oh yeah, good old Bart. I've forgotten all about Bart. Alright, so let's see. That is here. I just feel like it's by us going back and forth between Ul'dah and the Dragon Song War. I feel like it kind of like let some of the wind out of our sails a little bit. Like we're really hype, we're really trying to get going, and then now we're oh wait, you gotta come back here because there's still something going on in here. So I feel like it for me personally, the pacing gets a little askew. Flame General Raban mentioned you might be coming. Please, this way if you will. It's the Sultana's bed. And there she lies. Such a sweet Sultana. And she's got a Moogle and a Chocobo that just kind of lays on her bed. That is cute. And she's stretching. Oh, how cute.
I was having the longest dream.
Yeah, you were.
"'Tis time to wake up, Your Grace. Another day begins in Thanalan, and the sun blazes bright upon the sands.
Aw.
Her Grace is awoken. The palace physician assures me she's none the worse for her slumber.
Oh, goodness. Thank you. Thank goodness.
I believe Her Grace will soon resume her plans to place the government of Uldar into the hands of its citizens.
So she's still gonna abdicate. Okay.
Whatever path she chooses to take, I shall walk it with her. And we shall tread slowly, lest the nation be unsettled in our wake.
Her Grace's compassion is a shining beacon to us all. But what our city truly thrives upon is competition. 'Tis in the struggle against our rivals that opportunities are seized and fortunes made. And with the Empire on the offensive once more, now would hardly seem the time to turn our system of government upon its head.
Are you privy to new intelligence, my lord?
I would hardly call it new. Remind me, what was the name of that enormous Imperial warship which met its end in Mordona? Oh, wait, I have it. The Agrias. Yes, well, 'twould appear that the Garleans have been hard at work on another such vessel.
How close are they to completing this ship? Is it operational?
Its maiden flight was a success, I hear. I should imagine Emperor Varys is eager to see how it performs in battle. My lords and ladies, I move that it is time to repair the damage caused by Teleji Adeleji and prepare our great nation to repel the Empire once more.
Oh, for Pete's sakes. We just can't catch a break.
"'Tis well that the Sultana has awoken. The Syndicate yet needs to put its house in order, but 'twould seem the worst of the confusion has passed. Uldar has taken control of its future. And I must do the same.
Okay, now. What do you mean by that, Alphino?
I have decided to disband the Crystal Braves.
I thought that was a given, but okay.
Among the recruits, there were those who supported our Order's goals and convictions with all sincerity. 'Tis my hope that these loyal men and women will choose to remain our allies in the battles to come. As for those who sided with the traitor, Ilberd, they shall be hunted down and held to account for their crimes. It is my earnest hope that they will surrender themselves peaceably when the time comes, though I think it unlikely. Ah, my all-conquering Crystal Braves. The model army meant to pave the way for a single unified Grand Company of Eorzea. That so high an ideal should be brought so low. I need not tell you how deeply the betrayal stung me. Yet I see now that it was mine own naivety and pride which allowed the Braves to fall prey to corruption. As ever, it is to your own shining example that I turn for inspiration. Like you, I mean to stand firm in the face of hardship and give mine all for the cause. Let us resume the search for our missing comrades, that we might come together to shine the light of dawn across the realm once more. The role of Crystal Brave Commander suited me ill, and I shall play it no longer. Henceforth, I shall be no more or less than Alphino, proud member of the Scions.
Okay. I can go with that. I tell you what, though. We've got a lot going on yet again. So, got Ishgard with the Dragon Song War. We've got Ul'dah and trying to figure out if they're going to change their government. We've got our missing comrades that Alphino just reminded me about. And now we got the Empire added again. And then somewhere along all of this, I know the Ascians are doing some shit. So there's a lot to keep up with here. I blush to speak thus of mine inner turmoil. But the fact remains, there is no woman alive in whom I'd rather confide. Were it not for your shining example, I might never have emerged from beneath the pall of my despair. Alright. Wait, so... okay. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, another cutscene. Still no word from Master Garland. I hope this mana cutter of theirs is nearing completion. I am assured that her grace will make a full recovery. I and Ul'dah too shall flourish once more. General Raban and his colleagues have matters well in hand, I believe. Lady Yuri, I question if I may. I believe your people have been keeping a close watch on the Crystal Braves. Might you know how things stand at the Rising Stones? Ah, yes, of course. You will be pleased to know that the 3rd Unit Braves abandoned Reverend's Toll when they learned of Captain Ilberd's defeat. The only blue uniforms to be seen there now are those worn by soldiers loyal to you, Master Alphino. To me. I see. I'm grateful to hear that at least some of our members were true to their oaths. Ere we return to Ishgard, I must go to the Rising Stones and thank these stalwarts for their service. Shall be my final act as Crystal Brave Commander. Will you join me, Rhea? You were there at the company's inception. It is only fitting that you be present at its end. And I would appreciate the support. Oh, I do hope Aileen is with them. Like, I've been wondering about her. I really hope that she's with them. Alright, to the Rising Stones we shall return. Okay, let's see. In here... Oh, immediate. Okay. It's Aileen. Commander, you're alive. And Maria, too. I knew you'd escaped through. My splendid Crystal Braves, I have wronged you, all of you. My promises of glory and salvation have brought you naught but blood and betrayal. Why, you'll not hear us complaining. 'Twas a sight messier than expected, aye, but we was still fighting for the freedom of all, just like we swore. Ain't that right, mates? Aye. You humble me. I am truly blessed to have such steadfast comrades. It is with the most profound regret, then, that I must... That's enough of that, Commander. We know what you have a mind to say, and we ain't having none of it. We've talked it over, see, and we're all agreed. You can take our uniforms and strip us of our ranks, but we won't be no less of a company. Oh. But the Crystal Braves... The Crystal Braves may be finished, but the ideals upon which the company was founded live on. They bind us to each other, and to you. Commander, Alphino. Our minds are made up, so you may as well get used to it. Let us help the Scions. Let us help you find Mephilia and the others. Oh, so sweet. My friends, after all that has happened, I know not what to say. Oh, poor Alpha, no. This is Heavensward's like his coming of age story. Oh, poor sweet Alpha, no. Pray, excuse me, I had thought my tears spent. My grandfather used to say that one could measure a man by the consistency of his comrades. Mayhap I am the exception which proves the rule. Nay, do not protest. I know that I'm not worthy of their loyalty, Ria. But as Thalic is my witness, I shall do everything in my power to earn it. What is Elaine? I have to see what Elaine has to say. We'll find the missing Scions, I promise you. Between us and the immortal flames, no stone in Eorzea will be left unturned. And Riel? I don't know if you know, but during that Gauzian feast, the Hyman got ambushed by some 3rd unit couriers over in Limsa. I'm told she danced free of their noose, though. Ain't heard nothing since, but my guess is she's lying low somewhere in the port. Oh, well, that's good. I'm glad that that's the case. I must speak of future plans for the remaining Braves. Any information we uncover on the missing Scions will need to be shared with our allies across the realm, specifically Uranger in the Waking Sands and Tataru in Ishgard. While we are organizing our various channels of communication, I would ask that you call upon Master Garland at the manufactory. I will join you in Ishgard as soon as I am able. Alright, so back to our main story. We had to have that little bit of a side note, just because poor Alphino, he's having a time this expansion. He is growing up, that is for sure. But you know, I said earlier, I said, you know, it feels like that we're stopping in the middle of a huge moment of the story, the main story that we're working on, and going to work on another side story that we've been having an issue with before, like A Realm Reborn. But then, you know, it's just like, that's different layers. So the story is not going to be all linear, which I think is good, does make good story. I will say that. It just can sometimes like I said earlier, take a little wind out of your sails. So it makes it a little bit interesting for me, and how they do that. I don't know if it's like, do they need to choose better places to do that, or should they do it the way they're doing it? I don't know. I'm still kind of like siding on that factor. All right, so Sid, and yes, I absolutely hate this mount. I absolutely hate it. I can't stand it. Can't stand it. It moves so, like, awkwardly, and it's so slow, it feels like. It's definitely not my favorite. Rhea, how in the Seven Hells do you do it? I was just about to send for you. I have ESPN. Haha. We have, but this moment, completed the Manicutter's first successful test flight. A few minor adjustments and she'll be ready to go. While we see to the finishing touches, you might want to pay a visit to Fort Kemp's Manor. A dragoon by the name of Estinian was looking for you. Oh, did he not stay like we told him to stay? Bad dog. Alright, let's go to Fortress. I'm getting a little goofy. That's what happens when you're tired. Speaking of tired, I've been holding back this yawn all night long. Whew, okay, better. Welcome, Mistress Ripclaw. Shall I show you inside the manor? I love the goofy bad dog. I was gonna say, I should probably write that down. Alright. Alright, Estinian. You have fulfilled your obligations to the Udons then. Mistress Tatru has been keeping me apprised of the situation. Once I learned that these Mandicutters of Master Garlands were nearing completion, I saw no reason to tarry in the mists. For the present, Nidhogg seems content to remain in the Eyrie, plotting his revenge. Might not this be an apt moment to unfold our plans to Sir Emmerich? I think we might have kept him in the dark long enough. Okay, if you say so. If you want us to go and say that we're talking to dragons, I mean, I don't know if that's... But, you know, maybe Sir Emmerich needs to kind of know, like, what has been going on, like, the story that we were told. I wonder if he would believe it. Into his office. Sir Emmerich has been eager to speak with you. Pray proceed. Seat of the Lord Commander.
All stands ready, Lord Commander.
Ah, the moment has come then.
Pray excuse my lateness. I paid a brief visit to the workshop to inquire about the Manicutters. The engineers assure me that they're ready.
The area is now but a short flight away. Yet what a long and winding path we took to reach this point. Were it not for Master Alphino's proposal, we never would have attempted to parley with the dragons. Though our negotiations yielded little, our expedition with Lady Isar taught us much.
You took an unimaginable risk. I could scarce believe the tale Estinian told.
Aye. 'Tis true that many of our countrymen would sooner die than join hands with the heretic's mistress. But 'twas through that most unlikely of alliances that we came to speak with Hraesvelgr.
A conversation that went rather poorly, as I recall.
In this instance, the journey was more important than the destination. Had we not slain Nidhogg's consort, Tiamat, and put the Great Worm on his guard, the Dravanians would have arrived at Ishgard's walls long ago.
Aye, that they would. Full grateful am I for every hour of respite your actions have afforded us. Thanks to you, our defenses are much improved. 'Tis but a pity they won't be enough.
Thus you believe an assault upon the area represents the city's best chance of survival. Is that not so, Estinian?
I am under no illusions. Nidhogg's might is legendary, but with his eye in my possession, I can stifle his strength at the source. Victory will be hard won, even so, and I shall be glad indeed to have the Warrior of Light at my side.
You shall have my blade as well. There are more of these mana cutters to be had, yes?
Ooh, he's in a fight with us.
Lord Commander, no.
How can I, a proud knight of Ishgard, stand by and do naught while an outsider risks life and limb for our homeland? I swore an oath to protect this city.
Pray leave the slaying of dragons to dragoons, Sir Knight. Your duty to command the city's defense is no less vital. Should we fail, and Nidhogg slip through our grasp, who then will hold the walls against him? Will you leave Ishgard in the hands of the Holy Sea's zealots?
There are others.
Who but you has the authority and the standing to orchestrate a city-wide defense? I do not, and neither does the Warrior of Light. That is why it is our place to fight, and yours to remain here, Lord Commander. What? You too, Master Alphino? By the Fury! You have shown some promise, but this adversary is far beyond your skills.
He's like, oh yeah?
Your candor is appreciated, Sir Dragoon. I shall remain then and cheer you from afar.
Don't give up so easily, Alphino.
Well, my friend, it would seem I have discouraged the last of the volunteers, and claimed the task as ours alone. But if any alive can best this worm, 'tis surely we too.
Oh my goodness. Okay. What did I miss? The stories of our lives aren't a straight shot like Alfie's growth has taken these experiences both prior to events of Heavensward and now in them. Our little savant is growing up and it's precious. I look forward to seeing his sister's progress in the future as well. So much growth across all these stories for so many characters. Absolutely. The thing about it is, though, is it's so interesting to me because it feels like Alphino and Alice don't age. Like, they grow up mentally and emotionally and all of that, but they don't physically age. Over how many years? 10 plus years? It doesn't seem like they've aged at all. Okay. Sorry. I'm gonna go with my teeth. Okay. Estinian. I have pricked Master Alphino's pride, I fear, but I had been less forceful, the boy would have insisted on accompanying us to the Eyrie. Do not think me blind to his talent. With a few more campaigns under his belt, I have no doubt that Alphino would make a fine field commander. But one does not practice on an adversary such as Nidhogg. We shall be hard-pressed enough without the added worry of carrying a novice. Alright. Into the Eyrie. Oh, look. We get a mana cutter. Yay! We have tarried long enough. Let us call upon Master Garland and take possession of the mana cutters. Alright, so let's... go here, and hopefully we can grab the... we need to go to here. Okay. Shoot, I'm gonna be 60 before we get halfway through story here. That's crazy. That's okay, though. Tis how it works now. Okay, let's see. Where are you at? Wait, where? Oh, they went to the... down here, maybe? Wait, I'm confused. What just happened? I'm going to sprint now. Okay, they're right over here. Okay, there they are. Ria, old friend. The cutters are ready when you are. The finer adjustments cost us a few sleepless nights, but we got there in the end. Which means you can get where you need to go. I tell you, these little beauties will tear through that wind barrier like a cermet drill through a cottage cheese. And that, my friends, is a Garland Ironworks guarantee. I'm in a commercial or something? You have our thanks. Come, warrior of light, the dread worm awaits. Alright. That looked so awesome. And now the area is accessible. Alright, I look like I can do duty support, so who is joining me? Who is joining me? I have Estinian, okay, Temple Knight, and a Temple Healer. Okay. No worries, we can handle this. Wait, was that Nidhogg? That's too small to be Nidhogg. Oh no, that's Nidhogg. Oof. I think. It may not be Nidhogg. Wicked mortals, I shall melt your flesh and turn your bones to ash. Maybe that was Nidhogg, I don't know. I can't tell. I couldn't see if the other eye was gone. Oh, and we've lost control. I think. Maybe? No, we didn't. Okay. It looked like we were lost control. Alright. We're gonna try to do, because I don't remember the bosses of this one. We're still gonna try to do some wall-to-wall, though. And hopefully... Alright. Temple Knight, grab these guys. And hopefully I should be able to grab these ones up here. Oh, it's just... No, okay, it's a couple, okay. Alright.
Know your folly.
Know your folly. I feel like he could have something other to say than that. Something more snarky, I guess. Alright. Easy peasy. No, it's not. It is not the best one. No. I detest... See if there's anything in here. I detest that mount. It is the worst mount in the game. And I think you said that about the last dungeon that we were in too. And I don't think you can say it's the best mount in the game, because it totally is not. It's just, it's so awkward, and it moves so slow, I can't stand it. I think you're trolling me, though, because it definitely is not. I know you don't believe it's the best mount in the game. I know that's not true. Right, but the fact that it looks like that, that's what I don't like. I know it actually doesn't move that slow, but it does look like it does. It feels like it does. If that makes any sense. Alright, you know what? I can't get these guys to group up here. And they're dying anyway. Okay. Alright, let's see where we're at now. I think we're going to the next boss. Yep, boss. Boss time! Small world is slower than any the small world ride. It is not slower. Let's see. Ooh, in the dungeon I do have Iron Jaw, so that's good. Alright, I don't know what I'm doing here in this dungeon.
Your guard is down.
My guard is down. Yeah, it sure as hell is.
Know your folly. Know your folly. What comment were you talking about? I missed my dots. Ow. Because I thought I saw it. What did I miss? Damn, I'm just not paying attention. There's also no tells, so it's hard to... okay, it's not slower than the people mover. No, it's not. Now, if you were to compare real world to real life, maybe. Maybe. But, like, it doesn't feel slower like that to me. You can just know my folly. Or my folly. I can just know my own folly. Okay. Fair enough. But that's really not your favorite mount of the entire game, is it? It's not, right? Like, I thought that you had other better mounts as your favorite. Whee! I'm going down the slide! Or I thought. She's like, oh! Ah! Oh! You don't know? Oh, okay. I should do a ranking video though, like of my own favorite mounts, my favorite dungeons. That's what I should do. Is I should do like ranking videos. But now they're all subjective though. That's the thing, because like my favorite could be someone else's worst that they don't like. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it here. No, come on. Alright.
me see. I'm totally screwed up my rotation here. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Oops. You know those mounts that you don't like show up in the level 60 24-man story? The mana cutters, you mean? Yeah. I mean, I'm sure they're great for the world that we're in. Like they're fast for, like, if you were in real life, it would be cool to have your own little ship, but like it just does not feel like it is going fast enough for me, especially in the Heavensward areas. When it's like everything's like so vast and there's not a lot of aetherites. Like a one-man fighter plan, get, I think, a couple guns. Now, I will say this, that there is another, this is funny, there's another mount that I do like that's similar, but people call it the penis mount, because it literally is shaped like a penis. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it was a special edition mount or something like that. That one to me just feels like it moves better. And to be honest with you, I didn't look at it that way until someone pointed it out to me. Now I'm just like, oh, okay. That makes sense. Alright, another dragon. Imagine that. Hey guys, did you know this dungeon is gonna be just full of dragons?
I will end your struggles.
Alright, I'll let you have it. Go ahead, Estinian. Oh dear.
I will end your struggles.
Yeah, here he goes. Alright, let's see if I can use my iron jaws a couple times tonight. Oh no, I'm down a song. Oh well.
I will end your struggles.
Whoa, this is a weird dungeon. 3? No, that did not work. Ooh, iron jaws. Ooh, I almost didn't get that. Alright. My rotation is all shit. Oh shit, where am I going here? I feel like this stuff moves around, so it's hard to like... Alright. Iron Jaws again. Oh shit, 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 shit. That stuff is moving around. That's what I thought. Alright, let's go. Okay, cool. It used to be obtained by some sort of promotion, but I think they legit added the normal game. Oh, okay. Oh, was it an Amazon purchase? They've had so many of those. I'd have to look it up to see what it was. Alright. I can't go any further. That sucks. Yeah. They like to do their promos and lock things behind the promos. I will say that. I've gotten a lot better about not wanting to like buy everything that's on the store. Then like, eventually, I will say like it would be nice to have a good old collection of what they have on the store, and because I started the collection, I do want to kind of finish it, but I'm like, it's not like FOMO, you know what I mean? And I say that, and I just spent $55 on a t-shirt, so it's kind of hard for me to like say that, like, to be like true all the time, but I feel like I've gotten a lot better. Yeah. Well, but things have gotten a lot more expensive too, so I bet you if it was back when that mount was first come out, maybe the t-shirt would have been like $35. Alright, so let's see. Alright, I can't go any further. I don't really want to blow my songs because I messed up the last fight because of blowing my songs. Every time we kill a dragon, a pillar drops. That's funny. I wish you were one of my songs. You are one of my songs. Well, I meant it sweetly. I'm sure you meant it pervertedly, but you know. Wait, what did I say about my songs? I said I didn't want to use one of my songs? I didn't want to push one of my songs? What did I say? Is that why you said that? Look at me just like questioning everything that I say now. Blow one. Oh, shit. I didn't want to blow one of my songs. And you look at me just trying to be so sweet and shit.
Know your folly.
Why are we moving, guys? Alright, let's see. Oh, here comes another one. Here they come. Aww. So mushy.
Know your folly.
Yeah. I always thought that every time I do I always feel bad doing Holy because I feel like it would get on people's nerves. Because of the sound effect it makes. It's like, bring, bring. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe. Alright. I don't think there was any more. Okay. And there's Nidhogg. Oh, I like the music. Alright, here we go. We're gonna try to end the whole damn Dragon Song War right now. Why won't you push the button?
Know your folly.
He says that way too much. I'll get out of the dragon eyes. Ah, oh, damn. My dots are gonna fall. I don't think they do because he keeps having to say it. Can someone help me out a little bit, please? Get me down. Thank you. I'm afraid of heights. He's preaching the gospel of their folly. Oh, here we go. Oh, we gotta get rid of this before his rancor goes too high. Come on, guys. Rancor's getting too high. That's what I'm doing. I'm AoEing the shit out of this stuff. Alright, I think we're good there. My rage will consume you. I don't know, sir. Owie. Hey, maybe I should have gone to the center. Yeah. I wish I had the,
Taste my loss.
I wish I had the Ring of Fire. I miss it a lot. I wonder if we complain enough if they would actually bring it back. I mean, yeah, but they can just change it then. I mean, because the thing about it is you look at that, you want to sit there and say that, but like I think it's the ninjas. The ninjas have a, or no, maybe is it the scholars? Or no, it's the summoners. The summoners have green goo on the ground. It makes it look like you're supposed to stay out of that. All right, I'm up again.
Your guard is down.
I mean, no, it's not, but okay, thank you. All right. How do they change it? And off he flies. We did not kill him. That is not good. On your guard, our work here is not done. Ooh, Orthodox Tunica striking. That's kind of cool looking. I like that. Asinian used to come in with the eye and form a shield. You had to get inside. Oh, yeah, I kind of remember that, actually. Now that you say that. I'm gonna snooze because we're probably gonna have a... I'm gonna snooze one time because we're gonna have a cutscene. But let's see how long this cutscene is, and then I'll see. Here he comes back again. Well, there's your shield. You can blast us. Thou wouldst use mine own eye against me. Time hath done naught to dilute thy kind's depravity. I have not forgotten thee, Dragoon. Mine essence claimed thee once, and shall do so again.
No, worm! This ends here!
Oh shit. Oh, and there goes his freaking armor is turning red, like he said. And he just took out his other eye. And just killed Nidhogg. Wow.
You gifted my people 1,000 years of suffering. Now I gift you an eternity in darkness.
Oh. Oh. Am I getting another crystal back? Yep. Suck it, Mr. M. Ooh. And I get a glimpse. Is this new?
They are ours, Lord Eldrath. The eyes of Nidhogg.
Aye. The worm lies broken and my father is avenged. With the wellspring of his vitality thus denied him, Nidhogg shall not linger long in this world. But behold the terrible price we have paid. My sire is dead. So many brother knights slain. We traded our honor for the strength which now courses in our veins, and still we are forced to make such sacrifice.
But not in vain, my lord. Hraesvelgr is the only great worm left in Dravania, and he dares not leave his lair. With Nidhogg's eyes in your possession, who now can challenge the might of Ishgard, ascend the throne, and take your rightful place as the ruler of our people?
Nay, my friend. I must forsake the mantle of king. Though Nidhogg be defeated, his wormling horde yet darkens the skies with wings beyond counting. As one who partook of Ratatoska's strength, it shall be my penance to bear a knight's arms until death grants me leave to retire. When that day comes, no prince shall perish, but a hell's-bound hunter of dragons.
But Lord Haldreth, what then shall become of the royal line?
Think of your people, my lord. Without a king, who will the common man turn to in his hour of need? How will he find his way without your benevolent hand to guide him?
I thank you, Sir Flavian and Sir Silvertrill, for dispelling my remaining doubts. With men of such wisdom and compassion in service to the realm, 'tis plain that Ishgard has no need of a king. But if you must bow to the demands of tradition, you need look no further than yourselves for one worthy to wear the crown. Fare thee well, my brother knights, my loyal friends. On these shoulders shall I bear the weight of my father's sins. With this lance shall I repay the debt accrued through our misdeeds.
That was the first Azure Dragoon.
What cruel jest has fate played upon us? Have we seized this desperate victory only to lose a king?
We can but act as our lord has bid. We few who remain must divide between us the rulership of Ishgard and her people.
That's how the houses are formed.
Not I. My oath was to Lord Haldreth and he alone. If he is not to be king, then I would hang up my shield as well.
Will you abandon us too, sir?
I would wash my hands of blood and betrayal and take up an honest trade. Mayhap I shall serve ale instead of sharpened steel.
Hmm. And then the 4 houses. Yeah.
We 4 then.
4 temps.
Forton, Hylanat, Dyrendare, and Zemile.
Yep.
But 4 houses to rule all of Ishgard.
And what of the throne?
We keep it empty. Until the day a king rises once more, we must assume the role of stewards. We shall shape our nation anew with a history of our own making, and let the truth of this dark day die here, upon the battlefield.
Huh. Well, that right there is your problem. Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, Gryffindor. So it was the 4 houses that buried the truth.
What ails you, friend? Are you wounded? You have borne witness to history. To the culmination of the first battle with Nidhogg. The legend of Ishgard's founding tells that our ancestors were led to the land of Kurthus by the valiant King Thordan. In the midst of their journey, they came to a wide chasm, where they were set upon by a great worm, Nidhogg. A furious battle then ensued, with Thordan leading the van. Though the brave king was slain defending his people, his son, Haldrath, the first Azure Dragoon, fought on undaunted. And with a mighty thrust of his lance, he gouged out Nidhogg's eye, forcing the wicked creature into retreat. Thus, did this eldritch orb become a sacred treasure of Ishgard, lending its power to every knight deemed worthy to bear the title of Azure Dragoon. A rousing tale, is it not? Would that I could still believe it. But your vision, which we must accept as immutable truth, leaves no room for doubt, save on one point. If Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how came this eye to be lodged in the worm's skull?
Well, actually, I have to stop because I didn't know that this was gonna do this, like this long, huge. I've already snoozed my ads a couple different times, so I can't snooze anymore. But my ads are gonna start in like 30 seconds. But hi, Suki. Hi, how are you doing? Welcome in. But yeah, I have to. I'm gonna go ahead and put the be right back screen on for about 3 minutes, and then we'll be right back in, and we'll finish the cutscene. I'm so sorry to do it, but we gotta do it this way. I just don't want to go in through when the ads are going on. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think we're back now, guys. I'm so sorry. That was like the most horrible way to go to ads, but I couldn't snooze anymore. I didn't want to go on a story while we're still. It's just a voice cutscene too, so it just seemed like it was bad timing, but it's okay. Let's continue on. Well, let's get through with this story here. So basically, he's saying, if Haldrath took both of Nidhogg's eyes, then how come this eye came to be lodged in the worm's skull? So where did he get this eye? Oh, you know what?
Beneath every answer we unearth, another question lies buried.
Raisvogr was missing an eye. Did he lend his brother some strength?
"'Twas a fierce battle, but one I knew we would win. Your fame is well deserved, warrior of light. Full proud am I to have fought at your side. I would fain return with all swiftness to Ishgard to inform the Lord Commander of our triumph. But we must first have words with Hraesvelgr. There are parts of this tale that the worm has kept from us, and I would know wherefore."
All right. Yeah, maybe. Maybe you are correct. Let's see. Though Nidhogg has fallen, my heart is yet heavy, and the stain of corruption pleases me not. When all has been put to rest, I must needs forge my armor anew. Alright. So, I'll get the mana cutter out, but I'm not going to use it. There has to be another, it's right here. Okay. It says hide your Moogles. Sometimes I love the fact that they have these different titles that are like for memes and stuff. I think that's our last Aether Current. We have one more. Yep, one more quest. Okay. With Nidhogg fallen, none save Rosefeller remains to answer our questions. Let us trouble the worm again. And if Iceheart yet lingers at zenith, all the better. I would have her hear the truth from the dragon's maw. Okay. Let me go here. And we'll get this last quest here so we can get flight. But I also don't know where our next zone comes into. I thought we were going to get this next zone, but I could be wrong. So let's go ahead and get this quest in here. Okay, yep, Aether Current. Hide and seek seemed like a fun game at first, but I had no idea everyone would be so good at it. Now I just want to go home. Could you find the other 3 Moogles and tell them it's time to leave, Kupo? Alright. Well, let's see. So, other Moogles. It would be so much easier if you already had flight, you know? Where would they be here? There's one up there. Okay. How do I get up there? Maybe over here. No, how do you get up there? Oh, like that. Impatient Moogle. You actually found me? Ah, well, I suppose it's time to go home, Kupo. You weren't really hiding. Do Moogles understand the idea behind hide and seek? There's one over there. Oh, don't. I glitched. Glitched the hell out of that. Emasculated Moogle. I fell asleep in my hiding place. I think I'll return to my comfy bed. Alright, now where's the other one? Let's see. Are you over here somewhere? I don't see you on the horizon here. You're over here. No, you know what? I wonder if you're behind that wall. Nope. Okay. Not behind a wall. Oh, I was like, what the heck is that flashing? Husband just turned on the. Oh, there he is, right in front of my face. Husband just turned on the TV. I can't believe you found me. I'll find an even better hiding spot next time, Kupo. All right. So now we should have flight. Unbelievable. You have already found all the Moogles? Finally, we can go home. I've never seen such skillful seeking in my life, Kupo. Sorry to make you find everyone. We usually don't hide this well. You'll be the first one we invite to our next game. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and go to up here first, and then we'll go unlock the zone here. I'm not sure where we're gonna go. I don't know where we go in terms of the next zone, unless it's. Yeah, I really have no clue where our next zone is. That's okay. We got to the point where we can get flight. So I'm gonna go and turn this quest in, and then we'll go from there. It's about time to end the stream, though, to be honest with you. 'Twas you, was it not? The furious screams of dragons carried far. You have slain Nidhogg. What more could you desire from this place? Will you not allow Raisvelgar to mourn the death of his kin in peace? Spare us your sanctimonious judgment, Ice Maiden. We have a gift for the Great Worm, and a mystery that can no longer lie buried. Lady Iceheart, the Dragonsong War has all but consumed your life and claimed many of your followers. 'Tis time you learned the truth of its beginning, the whole truth, that we may at least bring this bitter conflict to an end. Sound the horn, warrior of light. There's that song. Hide your kids, hide your wife, yeah. Impenitent mortals, ever seeking to bury old wrongs under new. I did sense the moment of Nidhogg's demise.
You mean the moment I prized your eye from his head?
Twould seem thou hast uncovered my secret. Aye, unto the blinded Nidhogg did I yield one half of my strength. And we give it back to him. Oh, and there goes the echo again. Nidhogg, what hath befallen thee? We are undone by covetous mortals. They did take Rataskar's eyes and glut their appetites upon her essence. She is slain then? What madness hath unmade our peaceful accord? Did I not warn thee, brood brother? they have ever been untrustworthy creatures, these short-lived Elysian. But thou wert enchanted by thy mortal maid. Thy folly hath cost Ratatosker, her life, and me mine eyes. O my beloved Shiva, how swiftly are thy kin made bestial by their appetites. Gracevilger, 'twas thy blindness that did invite disaster into our lands. Surrender thee an eye to me, and let that be thy penance. Nidhogg. They bested me once, but I was reckless. I shall need but a single eye to inflict enduring torment upon these traitors and every child of their line. Yield to me thy strength, brood brother. I feel like he was guilted into that. My vengeance is begun. Thou hast borne witness to a scene from my past.
It was yours. Your strength that sustained Nidhogg all these years.
Would that Haldreth had dealt the worm a killing blow.
When my brood brother did appear before me, bloody and blinded, his life was all but spent. He demanded half my vigor that he might exact his revenge upon the mortals who had wronged us.
And so you acquiesced. You surrendered your eye to Nidhogg, knowing full well the suffering he would inflict.
The peace my beloved so dearly desired had been shattered by her own kin. Their treachery claimed my brood sister's life and my brood brother's reason. Thinkest thou thy fits of indignation will move me to remorse? Go, mortals. Take your unruly passions and leave this place. Your presence here spelleth naught but misery.
Kas ehi hiso, sek mon ina an, stray snowfall in sif an.
Were it not for Shiva's soothing embrace, I would slay you where you stand. Woe betide you should the bond we share ever weaken. Oh boy. All right. So let me go ahead and actually, you know what? We're way past time. Let me see here. We are. All right. So we are now starting. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and stop here for tonight because we did get a little bit further than where I wanted to, which is great, but we're way past time and I want to make sure that I'm able to raid a few people. But again, let's go ahead and do this real quick. If you have enjoyed the Discord, here it is. It is oh, I did it wrong. Discord, there we go. Go ahead and join the Discord. Appreciate you lurking, of course. Definitely a lurker-friendly channel. I'm going to be working more on the channel points and the channel alerts and all that to make it like more, I guess, not cozy, but not as like intense. I definitely don't want people to feel like that they have to have their name shouted out for in order to follow me. So we're definitely going to be working on that. Also, if you are interested, here is my schedule. I shall be back on Wednesday morning, 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we will be continuing on with Heavensward story. Bear with me just a few moments here. I just realized, let's see. Let me just go to the just chatting screen and turn on the music again. Ooh. It's pretty loud in my headset. Anyway, again, I really do appreciate you guys popping in and saying hi, and or even if you just lurking and following along the story. I really do enjoy streaming a lot. It's a lot of fun to be able to share a passion of mine that I recently discovered 10, 11 years ago. I really wasn't able to do this much growing up. So being able to kind of share this with people all over and enjoy stories that have been around for years and years and years that I've never really been able to explore. It's been fun, which is the reason why we're playing Kingdom Hearts on Friday mornings now. We're going to be doing a lot more of that as well. The reason why I chose Final Fantasy XIV, honestly, as my first game to stream is because it is a game that I know and love. And I was given the advice of starting something that I'm comfortable with. So that's why we're doing that. If you ever join me on Friday mornings, you can tell that I am fighting for my life with that game because I have no clue what I'm doing. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, let's figure out who we're gonna raid tonight. Potentially somebody that is something we've done before. Let's see. Oh, well, Turbo Benzo is a little ahead of us. I don't want to go that far. But let's see. I think we can let's see. Is there anybody playing Final Fantasy XIV that is not people who are playing Dawn Trail? But here's someone who is actually leveling. They're a Sprout. Looks like that they are in A Realm Reborn, which we had just done. But we can go ahead and raid them. This is Father Crash. Looks like they're playing Final Fantasy XIV just like us. And right now they're in Ul'dah, so let's go ahead and let's just join them. Again, hey, I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on Wednesday morning playing some more Final Fantasy XIV. And I'll talk to you then. Bye!